Hi there, we're going to have a quick look at orthographic drawing today. Okay, orthographic drawing is a great way of showing every side or every elevation of a product. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set one of these up. You should have one of these blocks inside in your classroom, and we'll have a quick look at how we do it today. Now you'll notice I've drawn a horizontal line near the bottom of the page, just there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw myself a vertical line using my set square, straight up, taking my time to make sure it's perfectly vertical. Okay, so the angle is in there. Now I'm not worried how long it is, I've gone right up the page. Now that little corner I've got here, okay, is going to be the corner I've got between the side face, the left face and the bottom face there. So I'm going to start doing some measurements. I've got my steel ruler. Okay, the first thing I'm going to measure is how far it comes in from there, and I've got that as 12 millimeters. So I'm going to measure 12 millimeters along here. I'm going to put a mark. Okay, I'm going to do my next one. So all the way along the bottom, which is 127. Okay, I'm going to put another mark there. Okay, I'm going to go measure how far I come back in this side. Got 12 millimeters. So I've done all of my horizontal measurements on that front face to begin with. Okay, and then I'm going to use my tri-square again to put my line up the page. Again, making sure it's bang on at 90 degrees. I'm going all the way up the page, like so, taking my time. Like so. So I've put in all of my vertical lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. What they're going to do is look at some of my horizontal lines. So I've already got my baseline, because that's that one there. I'm going to look at this one just here. So I'm going to measure that size there. And that's 20 millimeters. So again, I'm going to measure 20 millimeters up the left hand side using that first line that I did. Okay, do the same over here. And take those two lines, and again I'm going to stretch them right across the page like so, because we're going to use them later on. And the next one is 20 millimeters again, so we'll repeat the whole process. Taking my time. Okay, right across the page, like so. Now you'll notice I've actually got my product. What I've got there is what are called construction lines. And what I can start to do now is with my pencil, because I haven't pressed hard just yet, I can go over all the lines that I want to keep. I'm not going to delete anything off. They're all really useful lines. Okay, and there you go, I've got my front view. Now there is some information that's missing. If you look from the top, there's a hole, okay? Now obviously you can't see that from that front view, but we still need to show it. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out where the centre of that hole is. Okay, and that's at 65 millimeters from the end. So I'm going to measure that. And that is the centre of the hole. And again, I'm going to draw a new vertical line at that point there. Okay. Then I need to know how wide the hole is. So the hole is 26 millimeters, which means if that's the centre, it's 30 millimeters that way, 13 millimeters that way. So there's 13, there and there. And again, two more lines going straight up the page, like so. Okay, now on this one I'm not going to do a solid line because I can't see it. Okay, so I definitely can't see it there, so I'm going to use my X-ray vision, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dashed line. The dashes and the spaces need to be as equal as possible, so I'm doing about 3 millimeters at a time. Like so. So that shows a hidden line. This line here is going to be dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, and that can come below. So that's a centre line. Okay. So I've got my front view. I've now got some other views to do as well. So I'm going to look at the side view. Now, as we look at it like this side here needs to be drawn over on the left. So what I'm going to do is give myself a little bit of space. I like 30 millimeters. So new dash. I'm going to work up the page like so. So I'm now looking at that view there. And look, we've already got all of our other lines. So I've already got bottom line, middle line and top line from the 3 lines that we did originally. So this is nice and easy. All I really need to know is how wide it all is. And that is, for some strange reason, 62 millimeters. 62. And again, using my set square. Up the page. And again, I can go over this, make it a little bit bolder, keeping the lines I want to keep. And remember, I'm showing every line that I can physically see, so every edge. Okay, so I can see the bottom edge, I can see the middle edge, and I can see the top edge. Again, I've still got that hole, so I've got to show that. We know a lot of information, but obviously, okay, it's in a slightly different position. It's not in the centre, so I need to find the middle of the hole. 40 millimeters from the left. So I'm going to put a mark there. Again, set square. Bring it down. We know it's 13 across. Sorry, radius is 13. So diameter is 26. Again, drop those down. And again, it's dashed lines and hidden lines as before. Okay. Okay, now the final view we need to look at, we can do one from the left if we really want to, but because it's the same as this side, we don't need to. Maybe on a house you might want to do that, but we do need to do the top. Okay, but again, I've got all the lines that I need to show. All right, so again, we're going to go for a 30 millimeter gap. Okay, which gives me a new baseline. Okay, we know how wide it is because it's 63 millimeters. So 63 millimeters goes this way this time. Okay. I like to measure both sides so you can join it up, and then you know you're not going to get a wonky line. So already you can start to see the shape that exists. Like that. Okay, now when we're looking at it from above, we can see that top line, so that will be solid. Okay, but we can't see the underside, but again it's a hidden line, so I'm going to do this line here, which you can see at the front, is just going to be dashed. So again it's that 3 millimeter on, off, dash, all the way through. Okay, like that. Now we've got the hole to do. Okay, so what we need to do is find the center point. So we've got the centre line this way because we've got it from here. We need to know what it is here. We know, remember, it was 40 from this front edge. This is our front edge. So we're going to measure 40 millimeters up. Okay, and that there is my centre point. Now with the compass, I can set a compass to being with a radius of 30 millimeters. I can draw my circle in there. Okay. Brilliant. That is how we do our orthographic drawing. So we've got our front view, our side view and our plan view. When we did the front view, we brought all the lines across, which made those two views really, really easy. Occasionally we might need to do the left-hand view. Occasionally we might need to do the backhand view. A good example of that would be the house. Okay, obviously the back of the house looks very different from the front of the house. So the back would go over on this side over here. Everything goes kind of front, side, back, and it wraps around that way. Brilliant. Thank you very much.